This is for Algebra 1. This is 2.4, Solving Multi-Step Inequalities, from your textbook, page 74 to 76. So pause me right now if you don't have your paper and your book open and ready to go. All right, so example 1 in example 1a says y divided by -6 plus 7 is less than 9. You're trying to find all the numbers that y can be to make this inequality true. You're going to solve it just like you were solving equations. Typically, you'll divide. If you knew what y was, you would divide and then add 7. Well, we're going to do opposite of order operations, so we're going to subtract 7 and then get rid of the -6. That's division. So we're going to do the inverse operation, which is multiplication. Now remember, this is the thing you have to remember from last week. You have to remember when you multiply by a negative, you need to reverse the sign. So when you multiply by a negative, you're going to reverse the sign, so don't forget that. So y has to equal, y needs to be greater than a -12. You're also going to graph. So 0, the solution, and then the opposite. So greater than -12, -12 is not in the solution set, but all the numbers above -12 will be. Okay, example 1b. 1b, you should not have any problems with this one, but little details, so don't forget. So 2b is greater than or equal to 12. Pay attention and be fully engaged in your process here, you guys. Make sure that you have your equal sign. Don't drop it from up here to down here. That's one of the common mistakes I see people do. You're going to divide by 2. You are not dividing by a negative, so keep the sign the way it is. b is greater than or equal to 6. You guys are having really no problem making sure that you include 6 into your numbers, your solution set. And so that's why we're going to fill it in. Okay, example 2. Example 2. Now again, if I'm going too fast, just pause me so you can catch up. Sitting here watching me do it, it's not going to help you. So 6x minus 5 less than 2x plus 11. So example 2 is on page 75. Now remember, when you solved your equations with variables on both sides, you can do this next line 4 different ways. I like to move the variable term first and moving the one that keeps it positive if possible. So we have 4x minus 5 less than 11. I move the variable terms to the left. I'm going to move the constant terms to the right. Don't move them all to the same side. Okay, now divide by 4. X is going to be less than 4. So those type of problems you should not have too many issues with. Just don't make careless mistakes. Pay attention to what you're doing. Stop multitasking. Okay, open circle. X is less than 4. Open circle. And all the solutions to the left of 4. If you are still watching this and really listening, would you put a little hello to me right here? Write the word hello. I know then if you're really listening. Okay, example 3. Now, have to watch starting with example 3 because there's going to be some special inequalities just like there were some equations. So on example 3a, we have 8b minus 3 is greater than 4 times quantity of 2b plus 3. Okay. In this case, what I recommend is go ahead and distribute this 4 first. 8b minus 3 is greater than 8b plus 12. Do not forget that you have to distribute to both terms. Don't drop it. Okay. Then get the like terms. 8b. All right, these cancel. So we have a -3 is greater than 12. We're left with this statement. Is that a true statement? That's a false statement. So guess what type of problem this is? This is a no. The answer is no solution. And here's how I want you to graph it. The book just has a very basic number line with no answer above it, but here's what I want you to do. If you graph a no solution, I want you to write 0, and then you can write any 2 integers on this side, but I want you to write NA above graphing it. Don't leave it blank, so I know you cannot graph a no solution. If it comes out false, it's a no solution. Now here's what you want to look at. Look at the 2 variable terms. If they are the exact same coefficient, then you want to look at here and go, wait a minute, negative 3 is not greater than 12. So this is going to be a no solution. Okay? All right, let's try another one. I have to put my paper. Example 3b. We have 2 times 5, the quantity of 5w minus 1, less than or equal to 7 plus 10w. Go ahead and distribute the 2, 10w minus 2. Do not forget, that's where some of you make that mistake. Less than 10. Now, you might be able to see it here. These are the same variable terms, exact same coefficients, positive 10, positive 10. Negative 2, less than or equal to 7. Well, that is going to be a true statement. So I'm just going to move this out of the way so you can see what I'm saying. Negative 2, less than or equal to 7. Is that a true statement? True. So guess what type of problem that is? That is they're going to say all real numbers. Can't say identity like we did in the equations. You cannot use the word identity because they're not identical on both sides. Okay, but all real numbers means every single number that you guys know right now is a solution to this inequality. And here's how you're going to graph it. When you graph, again, put whatever numbers you want to put here, put 0, but this is where you're going to do it. You are going to have a number line above it, a line with arrows going in both directions, meaning any number you choose to put in for W will make that statement true. Okay? All right, thank you for watching this. Your assignment is on your sheet that you have or on the website that you can access from there. So, good luck.